by the creek where dreams take flight. Mountains dance with whispering leaves. Nature's hymns put hearts at ease. Flag waves high in the mountain breeze. Stories of old whisper through the trees. Eagles soar in endless sky. Teach us how to reach and fly. Creekside dreams and mountain air. Find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams. Workshop nest amidst the wood, doing things just cause we could. Crafting tales with coffee in hand, together in this peaceful land. Fireside with ember glow, nighttime tales from long ago. Hearts are warm, our spirits free, underneath the old oak tree. Creekside dreams and mountain air. Find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams. Workshop nest amidst the wood, doing things just cause we could. Crafting tales with coffee in hand, together in this peaceful land. Fireside with ember glow, nighttime tales from long ago. Hearts are warm, our spirits free, underneath the old oak tree. Creekside dreams and mountain air. Find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams. Creekside dreams and mountain air. Find me there without a care. Whispered secrets, flowing streams, chasing moonlit, starry beams.
Hey, good morning, Georgie.
Good morning, Coopy, and good morning, chat.
What's happening? I seen the shenanigans trying to sneak in here under the cover of darkness.
Well, good morning, Nemesis. I
Yeah,
see
we have
Blue, John
Christy,
D.
Mercedes, Robert Tower. What's happening, Captain? Yeah, so how was your day yesterday?
Busy.
Spliffy.
Spent 4 hours shopping for kids' clothes for vacation.
Right on.
Discovered
Oh,
that Miss Bailey, my youngest daughter, is half a size from wearing the same size shoe as her mama.
uh-oh.
She's a 9 in women's. Big-footed
Wow.
heifer.
What's happening, Jim? Good morning, Jim. Oh, I see we got the DK Lucas, Mr. Super D in the chat.
Good morning, Miss Carol.
There's Miss Carol. All right. You guys just all piling in here. Nice single file today. All right.
Single file, are we in school again?
Yeah, buddy. Well, look at them. They're in single file on the chat there, ain't they?
Yeah, well, yeah, you got a good point there.
Gin Thunder. I seen the spliffy. I seen the spliffy. I know.
Swiffles!
I know. I seen one of our super mods out there, Lilu. I think, or haven't I? I don't know. I think I seen her, but
I
I'm
see
not sure.
Tim.
Oh, I see Tim. Yep, 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 yep.
I see Miss
Jessica,
Karen.
Susan, what's up, then, girl? Robert, how you doing?
Susan.
Oh man. So, did you get some new clothes for the kiddos? Did you?
Yeah. I wasn't able to find everything. I'm gonna have to wait till we get down to Panama to get them 2 more outfits and to get their bathing suits because our store doesn't have everything out yet. But for the
Yeah,
most
that's
part, I got
cool.
them hooked up.
That's cool though, because then they get some clothes from Panama. Make some extra
Yeah,
special.
this is true. I got to get their bathing suits down there, and I've got to get them some sandals.
Right on, right on. Oh, that's right. We do have the new motion Bubbles response that he filed to go over today.
Oh, do
I,
I have to?
we don't have to, girl. We don't have to do anything we don't want to do. We got
I
enough
can
to
make
talk
it
about.
clear that he did break the judge's orders on him only supposed to have 5 pages.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have. Hey,
Small
what's
strike.
happening, Larry? What's happening, Larry?
Yes, your brother's naked. Good morning, Mr. Larry.
Derek, what's happening, Captain? There's Tim Walters. Good morning, Mr. Tim.
Good morning, Mr. Tim.
Woo! Mighty man on a mission. Karen, what's happening? No, Karen, what we were talking about a minute ago was put out yesterday. It's his response to Randy's motion. Well, it's his response to Randy's response to his motion. It's the one where he went and asked the judge if he was allowed to file a response to Randy's response, which actually, after watching some of the other creators talk about it last night, it's a big nothing burger, as always. It's just quoting a bunch of nonsense. I mean, you guys know Georgie and I. Hey, Timmy, what's happening? Georgie and I, we're not lawyers, but we do know some content creators out there that are lawyers that literally went through it. And one of our favorite guys that I love to listen to, and that's the expert. He went over it last night, and he said it's just complete stupidity. It's pretty much nothing to even worry about.
Yeah,
Just
it's
bubbles being bubbles.
yeah, more to expect. Something we expect from Bubbles.
He's misquoting stuff as always. So, no, big nothing burger. Right, right, Karen. Right, big nothing burger. Show me the meat. I want to see the meat. Mercedes. Yeah, the expert's pretty awesome. I love watching his stuff. The guy has got one of the bubbliest attitudes of a lawyer creator out there I've ever seen. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen the man mad. He is always smiles and happy, happy, happy. He's just absolutely fun to watch. I love it when he squirrels. He squirrels right on camera, worse than Georgie does.
Dwayne said, "Tiny human don't need clothes." He sure thinks he doesn't. He's currently completely naked. Get in the tub, son. What are you talking about?
Who that? I didn't say that.
I didn't
Yoda,
steal
what's
shit.
happening?
For the record, I pay for everything you've got, so it's not me stealing. It's me borrowing what I paid for. Doodle, Miss Shelby coming here and said, "You stole my phone mount." I didn't steal anything. I paid for it.
Oh, we're fixing to, Tammy, you're just jumping ahead on us there, girl. We're going to be talking about that here in just a little bit. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we are. So, hey, before we get started into all this, please make sure and hit that like button on both streams, guys. It helps YouTube push us out into the interwebs. And if you're feeling a little spunky today, grab the links for both of them and share them on all your social media sites. Thank you very much.
It tickles to behave.
Oh, Blue's fired up. Got her fired up. She's over here with me, and he's over there. They're just they talking.
Right in my ear.
Right on, Chucky. Yep, she's going to Panama. Halfway to your house. Drop by for coffee. There you go, Georgie. There's your invite. Stop by and say hello.
I am supposed to at some point meet up with Yoda and Miss Erica while we're down there. We will be in PCB for a week.
Yes, Karen, the expert is a lawyer. From what I understand, he is a lawyer. Georgie, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he is.
He explained it to me. He's not. I don't think he's actually a lawyer, but he went to a certain type of school. I can't remember what it's called, but it's enough that he understands law in the whole from what he went to school for.
So basically, a super paralegal.
He explained it to me, but I can't remember how he explained it.
I do apologize, guys. I thought he was a lawyer, but I know he knows more about the law than I do. He knows a lot more about it than I do. Well, I don't go to his channel because of law stuff. I go to his channel because he's there to have fun. He's just it's hard to explain his channel. It's just a fun atmosphere all the time. Now, when he's on at night is when I usually watch him, and he's usually got his setup. It's kind of half dark, half light. It's really nice. Now during the daytime, it's kind of spooky watching him when he does stuff during the daytime. I got to be honest. I'm not used to seeing him in the daytime.
Where's Chucky? Where's Peru? Y'all realize when I say Panama, I mean PCB, right? Not the actual like.
Well, he says it's what, halfway
Panama.
from Tennessee. So
He said Panama is halfway. Hey, love you. Bye. The fuck?
what the hell? What? Huh?
No, you come in and say, I'm leaving. Not no. I love you. Kiss my ass. Nothing.
No, you talking to Mr.
Standing there
Georgie.
by the door. Yes. He's getting ready to get his hair cut and his beard cut.
Chucky, she's going to Panama Beach, Florida, not Panama, the country.
I wish we could go to Panama, but no, we're just going to PCB.
So yeah, he's in real Peru. That's way down there.
Love you. Don't come back looking stupid.
No, she's going to Panama Beach, Florida. She's coming down to the Sunshine State. Take in a little bit of
I wish, Chucky. I can't afford that kind of trip.
See, girl, what's happening, young lady? What's happening? What's happening? But yeah, Miss Tammy, we will be talking about the memorial here in just a few minutes. We're getting our little howdy doodies out of the way. Uh, it's nice and peaceful right now till the monster man gets to rolling.
He's in the tub at the moment, so until Miss Bailey pisses him off, he's
Now, I know it's probably been how long is it? Did you guys go down to Florida last year?
uh. We went to Gulf Shores
Last year?
last year. Yeah.
So he has been in the ocean, right?
Yes, he loves it.
Does he like the water? I mean, obviously he's in the bathtub quite a bit, so he likes the water.
Water. He loves water.
So he likes the ocean, the beach.
Oh, he loves it. The only thing that made him when we were in Gulf Shores and Fort Walton, we ran for like 8 hours straight, him up and down the beach picking up seashells and hermit crabs and in and out of the water.
I bet he slept good that night.
That whole week. When we got back home, see, at that point in time, we were living with his uncle because we were in between our house and moving in here. So we were staying with his uncle. Okay. So getting away from his uncle and spending a week and a half in Gulf Shores was nice because we actually had our own beds, our own rooms separated from each other.
There you go. There you go.
Whereas this is an actual vacation and we get to come back home to our own home.
Oh, so last year it wasn't really
year before last.
Oh, so last year you didn't go to the beach.
Last year we didn't go.
Okay. So he's older now.
He's 2 years older.
So he should be having a blast this year.
Oh, yeah. I got him the cutest little swim shorts and swim top because with him being albino, he has to have those UV resistant swim tops. And it has sharks on it. And his swim trunks are sharks and they're floating in a donut floaty. They're so cute.
Good morning, Shelly.
Why was she? The cat is crazy, I swear.
Oh, you said you got your dog sitter too, didn't you?
Yes, she is going to my father-in-law for the week. We're taking her Saturday to my father-in-law's house.
All right. Yeah. Do I look a little clearer over there today?
Yes.
All right.
And
tinkering around with my stuff this morning. So.
We're taking the birds to my mother-in-law, and the dog's going to my father-in-law. Luckily, they're on the same property. Just live separately on the same property.
Right.
So, and then the cats will have the run of the house. Let's just hope the female doesn't beat the crap out of the males while we're gone for a week.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be all right.
The boys will be fine, but female, she's crazy. Lisa said, take a kite. We will probably do like we did last time and get a kite while we're down there.
Yeah, you pick those up for what? A couple bucks while you're down there? They ain't that expensive.
Hey, Max.
They pretty good. Good morning, Max. How you doing?
I did get all of my outfits. I need another pair of shorts. Other than that, I'm covered. I went to Cato's.
Well, I was telling you last night, the ex-wife, she worked at Cato's, and they had some nice clothes.
And good prices for fat girls.
Now, have you noticed that, like, when I was growing up, Reebok, Nike, Adidas, Pumas, all of those expensive name brand shoes, if they had a clothing line, that stuff was all expensive. Now it's all come down to where, I mean, you didn't see Reebok in Walmart or Kmart, but now they're in Kmart. And I'm a Reebok fool. I love my Reebok tennis shoes.
Yeah, I got the girls Reebok shirts and shorts for the trip. At Walmart for half of what we would have paid for it in the 90s and the
Right.
2000s.
You guys remember the 90s when FUBU was really
Yep.
popular? And now that stuff, you can't hardly find it now. I had probably, I don't know, 7 or 8 FUBU jerseys that I wore out.
You remember Duckhead?
Yep, sure do.
I miss Duckhead. They were my favorite pants. You can't get them no more. And the mud jeans,
Right.
the mud brand jeans. I loved those. Jerry said, "Fluffy, we are fluffy." Yes, yes, we are.
Yep, 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 yep.
You know, I thought it was funny that somebody posted my picture of me and my family on the hate group, and I was like, "What? I've never denied being a big girl. Like I talk about it on our streams all the time."
It's
So, what
just
exactly
ignorant
were they
people.
trying to get at?
Ignorant people trying to do ignorant things.
Bless their hearts.
I mean, everybody sees me. I'm right here. You can see what I look like. If fuckers want to post shit about me, let them. Let them. I don't care. I've been
And
on social media a long time.
I commented on it because it was my family, my mom, my brother, my sister. And I was pissed about it being my family on there. I didn't care about my picture being on there. I could care less. And they're like, "What? You don't like it because it's filterless for your?" I could care less about it not having a filter. I could also care less what others think about me. As long as I love myself and my husband loves me, everyone else's opinion is irrelevant.
They can suck it. Suck it.
Exactly. 100%.
Yankee Bell, what's happening?
Yankee. She said, "We are not fluffy. God loves us so much, He gave us airbags." Yeah.
Works for me. I mean, since I retired, yeah, I put on that dad bod belly. Okay. I mean, I'm not obese, but I ain't a thinny guy anymore. But I don't sling 150 pound boxes around all day anymore. I mean, it's to be expected that I'm going to lose my muscle and gain my fatty. But hey, Mama Coop has no complaints from what I understand.
Nanny Goat, are you serious? So they're trying to claim that because this was sent to the judge for review that they got their way and it's going to get dismissed.
She,
Bless their
okay.
hearts.
What was that one of our old subscribers said? Why don't you wish for this in this hand and shit in this hand and see which one fills up faster? Well,
Want in one hand. That's what my daddy always used to tell me when I was little. I'd say, "Daddy, I want something." He'd say, "Well, want in one hand and shit in the other and see which one fills up faster." I was like, "You could have just told me no."
yep. Nanny Goat, what's happening? What's happening? One pack of what, Chucky? I don't know.
I'm so confused.
I'm lost. But that's not too hard for us. I mean, we get side Googled quite a bit. Hey, there's Miss Yoda in the house. What's happening, girl? Oh, but let's talk about the memorial a little bit. You know, I'm not one of those people that can't sit here and say, or that sit here and say, I am right. I am right. You got to listen to me. I am no. If I've made a mistake, I'll own up to it. There was a memorial. Okay, I was half wrong. There was a memorial, but it was not put up by Lisa Lee. No, it was not. Okay, it was put up by the family, and all it was a flipping 4x4 post with some little Dollar Tree wreath on it, and then they put a little tiny sign that said "No trespassing" with a solar light on it. Well, somebody decided they didn't want it on their property, so whoever did pulled it up, got rid of it. But the Fleas, Lisa Lee, did not put a memorial up. Okay, I was right about that. She did not put a memorial up. They said they raised 4,000, but last night they said 2,000 of it didn't get donated. So okay, you got $2,000. Why ain't the memorial up?
Oh shit!
Why isn't the memorial up? You got $2,000 sitting there. Why don't you have the memorial up?
I got some documents. I got some documents.
Yeah. Hey, look at there. Look at there.
Where did we go? Put us back on the screen.
I'm working on it.
Guys, Meg Dreamy has responded quick as hell, too. That was quick.
Bet it ain't 5 pages.
Okay, so hot off the press, new order from Judge McDreamy. Sorry I interrupted you, Coop, by the way.
Oh, ain't no big deal. No big deal. Hey,
I feel like this is a little more important than the Fleas bullshit.
So just hold on a second. All right, guys, all you guys in the chat, we got new documents right off the presses. So share this out into all your little social media places that, hey, Georgie and I are fixing to talk about these new motion or this new response. We'll give them a little
order.
bit.
It is an order from the judge.
An order.
It's an order from the judge.
You must do as I say.
It's good too, just from what I glanced at it when I was like, yes. Miss Carol, if you're in here, can you put our stream over in your group and let them know we have a new order from the judge? And the Fleas are wrong. Their crap was not granted, but we'll get there. Max said for you to check Discord.
Yeah, I got it. I got her pulled up here right now, Mr. Max, so I can read right along with Mrs. Georgie. We got her. Thank you, Bird. Thank you, there, sir.
I will patiently wait while y'all are sharing it out and getting the word out before I start reading this. That way.
And as you can see right there on the screen, boys and girls, new documents. Yeah, buddy. Oh, is our little Lou here today, or is she sleeping in?
Who?
Is Lou here today? I haven't seen her. Papa Jim, what's happening?
We saw Spliffy earlier. I don't know if Lou's here or not.
Yeah.
You go down the wrong pipe. Hold your arm up in the air. I don't remember what document 82 was either.
Boy, we fit to find out.
Motion for reconsideration and request for remote hearing.
Have you read any of this, Georgie?
So, I saw one word, bright, bold, and really big, and I was like, ooh, that's all. However, this is 4 pages from the judge. Shh, Coop. Shh. But you see why I got excited, though, right?
I just had to see that one thing.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Ooh, three little pages of reading, but it is a goody.
It is a very good one, and it's McDreamy. Are you kidding me, Max? Another one? So we got this one and we got another one, Max?
Well, we all kinds of full of surprises today.
No.
See what happened when we decided not to cover that one last night because you were out shopping? We get blessed with all this goody stuff today when it first coming off the presses. Wow.
I didn't really care to read anything Bubbles had to say anyway. That didn't matter.
I better get that girl in. She's going to just sit out there and keep barking. I'll be right back.
Derek. Patience, chat. Patience. Bear with me, my loves. I'm trying to let everybody get rolled in for this, but apparently we have 2 orders from the judge.
Has Mac sent the second one yet?
Robert. Patience, chat. I'm trying to get my Facebook pulled up.
We ain't
Holy
going
shit,
nowhere.
there's another one.
We ain't going nowhere. We're still right here. Whoa.
This is so good, y'all. So good. Okay, so the first order we just got from McDreamy, he is on it. He is on fire this morning, chat. He is on fire. So this one is, it says, currently before the court is defendant's motion for reconsideration, order number 66, and request for remote hearing, doc 82. No response is necessary. The motion, doc 82, is denied. Nice
Denied.
Bold. First, the court will decide whether it believes a hearing is necessary to resolve a motion. If the court says that the parties should expect a hearing to be held, and then the court, after reading the completed briefing, decides that it can resolve the issue without a hearing, then that is the court's prerogative. After all, the purpose of a hearing is to assist the court in resolving a matter. If the court determines a hearing would not be helpful in resolving a matter, then the court will not waste its time and the time and money of the litigants by holding one. Moreover, no party has a right to a hearing before the court rules on a motion. See ND Florida Lock R 7.1K. The court may, and most often does, rule on a motion without oral argument, even if a party requests oral argument. Second, defendant's motion does not satisfy the high standard required for granting reconsideration under Rule 60B. See Aldana v. Del Monte Fresh Produce. Explaining that to obtain reconsideration under Fed R. Civ P 60B, a party must demonstrate a justification so compelling that the district court is required to vacate its order. Defendants have not shown that. The court was incorrect in its conclusion that they improperly asserted boilerplate objections to plaintiff's discovery request. Nor have defendants shown that the court was incorrect in its conclusion that under well-established precedent, such boilerplate objections are akin to no objection at all. Although there may have been specific and targeted objections that defendants could have and now wish they would have. Oh, Big Dreamy is spicy. now wish they would have made to the plaintiff's discovery request. The fact is that defendants chose not to make such legally proper objections at the appropriate time. Footnote 1. The appropriate time to make legal proper objections is when responding to the discovery request. It is not in a response to a motion to compel or an amended response filed after a motion to compel.
Bubble Man getting schooled by the judge.
Yes. Instead, defendants decided to do something that is flatly prohibited. They used general and boilerplate objections. If defendants are now suffering consequences because of that poor decision, then they have nobody to blame but themselves.
So the judge is starting to see how stupid this man is.
I think I just fell in love.
He is so out of his depth on this trial. He should just pack up and quit. He should just say, Lynette, I've been embarrassed one too many times. I'm not capable of handling this case. You need to find somebody else to to fight your fight. He just
That
needs
part.
to cave and say, I can't handle it. Because it's obvious the judge is just sitting right here telling him, hey, look here now.
I think I just fell in love with the judge a little bit more. You can read the smartassness in it, and it's like, oh yes.
I was just fixing to ask you, doesn't it sound like he's kind of dumbed this down a little bit? Because usually coming from the judge, it's a little more technical. And this sounds like it's more dumbed down than what he normally
He's speaking more layman term instead of legal term so far from what I'm seeing. He's not using very big fancy words. He's straight up calling Bubbles a dumbass without calling him a dumbass. And I love it. Okay, third, the court will reiterate what it said in its prior order. Defendants must produce to plaintiff any non-privileged documents within their possession, custody, or control that are responsive to plaintiff's request for production, numbers 5, 11, and 12.
the ones he was trying to get out of.
Yep. The court did not order defendants to undertake any onerous process to create documents that do not already exist, nor did the court order defendants to produce any documents that are in the possession, custody, or control of some third party. If defendants do not have any responsive documents within their possession, custody, or control, then they have nothing responsive to produce, and they should respond to plaintiff in that manner. If, on the other hand, defendants have responsive documents within their possession, custody, or control, then they should provide such documents to plaintiff no later than 5 p.m. Central on March 4th.
So he's giving him a little bit more time.
Hold on. Only a couple days. Let's see. Today is the 26th. Sunday's the 2nd. Mondays, he has till Tuesday. So ordered this 26th day of February 25th. The judge is pissed. That is in bold. Let's just point that out. That is in bold black lettering right there. No later than 5 p.m. March 4th.
What was it, like 6 days, right? From today?
So we're leaving, No. What is today? Wednesday?
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah,
the Saturday and Sunday.
4, 5, 6 days, not counting today.
Do we?
So basically, 7 days.
The weekend doesn't count, does it?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's got 7 days, and he has filed stuff over the weekend too. But in order to turn over evidence, he can turn over evidence, Saturday through Sunday. I mean, what Randy's requesting is not something that has to be mailed. He just stick it in an email and say, here you go. So it's not like something like the old days where you had to run the files over by hand. But yes. So is Miss Lisa Lee going to read this tonight on her show and try and spin it other than what it actually says? It actually says denied. Is Mama Coop here? Hey, Mama.
Mama Coop. Okay, yes, the weekend does count. Well, in that case, yes, it's 6 days.
Gigi, what's happening? What's happening?
Monday is Kinley's birthday. Monday is Miss Kinley's birthday. So,
well, happy birthday, Kinley. Oh my goodness.
Audio said was kind of lurking, but damn it, not now.
What is this, like 999th? Denied.
But wait, there's so much more. We have another order from McDreamy. There's so much happening this morning, guys. So this matter is before the court on defendant's amended motion for extension of time to disclose rebuttal expert. Plaintiff has responded in opposition, Doc 65. In the motion, defendant sought an extension of time to disclose a rebuttal handwriting expert. Defendants further stated that if the extension were to be denied, then they would assert counterclaims against plaintiff and designate the expert not as a rebuttal expert, but as an affirmative expert to testify in support of their counterclaims, Doc 61 and 4. Defendants have since filed such counterclaims against plaintiff. So you're right, Judge is right. He filed the counterclaims before even getting this answer. So it says defendants have.
He's been here once again. The judge is schooling little bubbles.
He said in those counterclaims, defendants deny writing the signs in question and claim plaintiff created the signs. For all practical purposes, it appears that defendant's motion has become moot based on the filing of the counterclaims. Any handwriting expert retained and properly and timely disclosed by defendants to support their affirmative counterclaims would be speaking to the same issues as an expert retained to rebut plaintiff's allegations that defendants created the signs. Accordingly, defendant's amended motion for extension of time to disclose rebuttal expert is denied as moot. So ordered this next day of February 25th. That's 2 denials in less than an hour there, Bubbles.
So, Lisa, here you go. There's another one there, young lady. Go ahead, read this one. Let's see how you spin this one. Yet again, denied, denied, denied. Denied, denied, denied.
How's Bubbles going to cry about this one, though?
Oh, let him. The judge has pretty much said, hey, well, look at here, bud. You got to get your head out of your butt and start actually doing something. You can tell the guy is just way out of his league with all of this. If I was him, I would tell old Lynette. So with that being said, since that's 2 denials, look at you. Look at you trying to pull a sneaky on me.
Let's see, should we do this one?
Down in the courthouse, the walls echo wide. Every motion field gets tossed to the side. Bubbles the king, he swears he's right. But Judge McDreamy says not tonight. Denied, denied, time and time again. Liar, nut, losing, can't catch a win. Every time, every plea, every long-winded try. Judge slams the gavel, denied. He struts in slick with a stack full of claims, talking big talk about changing the game. But the law don't bend for a gutter fool's cry. McDreamy just chuckles. Nice try, deny, deny, like a sad broken song. The courtroom laughs as he drags him along. Writs and appeals stack up to the sky. One word response, denied. Oh, he rants and he raves, says the system's not fair, but the law don't care about hot air. No loophole, no trick, no legal disguise. McDreamy just grins, next case, goodbye. Denied, like the sun's gonna rise. Every court in the land sees through his lies. He keeps coming back, but we all know why. Bubbles the king forever denied. So raise up your glass, let's toast to the fall of a king of gutter law who lost it all. No crown, no throne, just a paper trail high, stamped in big letters, denied.
Yeehaw!
Okay, before I play my song, we have a couple people confused about this other denial about the expert. Okay, so if y'all remember, Bubbles made a filing trying to get extended time to be able to get a rebuttal handwriting expert that is claiming that Jeremy is the one that wrote the signs and that he forged Lynette's signatures, which we all know is bullshit. But he was denied rebuttal time because in Bubbles' motion, he said if he was denied, he'd file the counterclaims. But he didn't wait for the judge to give him an answer on his rebuttal motion. And he went ahead and filed the counterclaim. So his motion asking for extended time to find the rebuttal expert is moot. He mooted himself. He gave the judge an ultimatum and then did what he was going to do in the ultimatum anyway and mooted his prior motion for an expert. So yes, he has no extension to get a rebuttal expert. He did it to himself because he's an oxymoron.
And how long has this case been going on? And he could have already gotten an expert. He's just...
That part.
It's almost like the judge is having to teach him how to do his job. I mean, it's hilarious. I find it so amusing, so amusing. It's just, oh, look at Hero too. He's filling up that membership, guys. Thank you, Heroes. Thank you.
No, he can have an expert, but he doesn't get extended time. Because the oxymoron screwed himself by filing the counterclaims before getting his answer from the judge.
All right, let's see.
So his motion for extended time to find a rebuttal witness is moot because he threatened to file the counterclaims if he was denied on his rebuttal.
Right on.
But the dumbass didn't wait to get the answer from the judge and went ahead and filed the counterclaim because he tried to extort Jeremy and say, well, if you drop this case, we won't file a counterclaim. Well, because Jeremy refused to drop the case, he filed the counterclaim and mooted his motion to be able to get a rebuttal witness.
I'll take a second here to welcome the new members, Charlie, Fish Lady, Milton, Cynthia, Shirley, Dee, Sandra, I can't pronounce that one, Chicken, Cat Mac, and Dennis. Welcome to the Kooks. Thank you, Mr. Heroes. All right. You gonna pull up that beautiful bean footage over there, girl?
What are you talking about?
Your song?
You took it down. It's still up.
Oh, is it still up? All right. There we go.
So, which one? I have several songs about Bruce getting denied. Do we want to do Going Through the Big D or?
It's your choice, your pick. Pick one, play it.
Bruce the Deuce walked into court, strutting like he had a case. But Judge McDreamy took one look and put him back in his place. He filed another motion, thought he'd win without a fight. McDreamy stamped it denied, didn't even Denied again, Bruce, pack up your case. Your arguments are weaker than your mac and cheese taste. You cry, you whine, but you just can't win. Judge McDreamy shut you down once again. Tried to twist the facts, thought he'd pull a fast one through, but McDreamy saw the nonsense and said, boy, I'm on to you. He slammed his gavel down, gave Bruce a little smirk. You might be in this courtroom, but you ain't here to work. Denied again, Bruce, pack up your case. Your arguments are weaker than your mac and cheese taste. You cry, you whine, but you just can't win. Judge McDreamy shut you down once again. Bruce was sweating, rocking in his chair, fumbling with his papers, gasping for air. He tried to speak, but his words were a mess. McDreamy sighed and said, Bruce, just give it a rest. He begged, he pleaded, tried one last shot. McDreamy just laughed, said, Bruce, that's all you got. You foul, I deny. It's a game you can't play. Maybe take a hit, 'cause the law ain't your way. So Bruce grabbed his binky, waddled out the door. Another loss to add to his record, make it number 4. Judge McDreamy leaned back, took a sip of his tea, said some folks got law degrees, Bruce just gotta plead. So Bruce grabbed his binky, waddled out the door. Another loss to add to his record, make it number 4. Judge McDreamy leaned back, took a sip of his tea, said some folks got law degrees, Bruce just gotta plead. Denied again, Bruce, pack up your case. Your arguments are weaker than your mac and cheese taste. You cry, you whine, but you just can't win. Judge McDreamy shut you down once again.
You know I don't like karaoke, right?
Oh, you live. Where's the other one? Maybe it's not on this one.
You know, our side of the fence was accused of never talking about Bubbles wins. Why is that? Because maybe
Because he never wins.
he never wins. All he gets is denied, 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 denied. Even when he gets a little bit of a win, it's still denied, denied, denied.
Denied.
Oh my goodness. Now, see, this is I'm thinking this is all of the new denials coming in, or the judge catching up from vacation. So this is gonna be fun.
See, what you messed up, Brucey, is you gave McDreamy an ultimatum, and you don't do that with federal judges. You just don't.
Oh, and Miss Susan had a good question a while ago. She said, now, does this mean that Bubbles cannot bring in an expert? I think his time is come and gone, but I'm sure he'll try and weasel one in if he does find one. But who's he going to find this late in the game? I mean, the number one witness is already on Jeremy's side. So what hack are they going to have or find to come in and rebut her? She's the top one in the United States. So
if I understand this enough, because he already filed his counterclaims, they can have an expert witness, but this motion was moot because he filed the counterclaim before the judge could reply. So he's not saying, no, you can't have a witness or a expert or whatever, but he's saying you mooted yourself out because you went ahead and filed the counterclaim anyway.
Yeah, what she said. I just find it just totally amusing that this judge, literally, from my perspective, has dumbed down the way he talks so this idiot can understand. I mean, boys and girls, anybody that requires a lawyer, please do your due diligence when looking for a good lawyer so you don't wind up with somebody like this. I mean, but then again, he is doing it for free. So I guess old line
Is he though?
Yeah, yeah. He's got his grift on, I'm pretty sure.
Where's that 56,000 at, Brucey?
Where's the 2,000 for the memorial? Because, oh, by the way, that was cleared up. They do have $2,000, not 4. They have 2. So where's that memorial at? And I was right. Fleas did not put up a memorial. They did not film it. They've had pictures taken by the family and sent to them, or by Lynette for one. I don't know who took the pictures, but the pictures were sent to them of a 4x4 post cemented in the ground with a little post says no trespassing. Well, that's kind of funny, putting a no trespassing sign on somebody else's property. Wow. So, and the police even denied them.
Yeah, the police told them there's nothing they can do about it. You know why? Because it's not their property.
I mean, okay, it's a memorial for somebody that had an accident and passed away. I can understand the family wanting to drive by that and be reminded of that horrific day the rest of their lives. Okay, that's their business. But when it comes to private property, if you don't have permission, don't put shit on it. I don't care.
Here's the thing. Jeremy gave the family permission a long time ago.
I'm pretty sure he didn't give permission to cement a pole in the ground.
No, probably not. But my lookout on it is, okay, you have joined the dark side. You have been sitting over there as the family of the person who passed away. If Jeremy did remove it, I'm just saying if he did remove it. I don't think he did, but if he did, the family members of that deceased person joined that dark side, has been over there defaming Jeremy and has been talking bad about Jeremy. If it was me, I would change my mind and be like, no, see, if you're going to talk bad about me after I gave you permission to have a memorial on my property, I would immediately take that permission away and say, no, this shit's not going to be on my property. If you're going to talk bad about me and lie about me.
Elfie, yes, there are pictures of the 4x4 post that has been pulled out of the ground, along with the trespassing sign pulled out of the ground. Yes,
even
there are
Travis
pictures.
Showed it.
Yes, there are pictures of the stuff being in the ground, and there are pictures of it where it was pulled out of the ground. So yes, there are photos. But at the end of the day, when you own a piece of property, you own your property goes all the way to the road. The government has a 15-foot easement. Okay, that doesn't give any citizen the right to put whatever they want on that easement. That easement still belongs to the person who owns the property. So if you don't have permission, or even if you do, I would suggest you not talk bad about the person that owns the property.
That part. And Miss Susan, they were claiming they were going to put it on Lynette's property, but in Travis's live stream yesterday on, I think it was his it was Tube Town's live stream. He walked over there to Jeremy's property and showed us where the memorial post was, because now it was just 2 holes in the ground.
I don't know who pulled them up, but of course you can go over to the Lees and you can watch their video of, them showing their proof of 3 vehicles. You can clearly not tell who owns them, what they are, or who they are. So their proof is, once again, mute. It's junk. It's garbage. I mean, if you can't see clearly who owns that vehicle or what that vehicle actually is, it doesn't matter. It could be freaking man on the moon. I don't care if they pulled into Jeremy's driveway or not. I pulled into Jeremy's driveway when I turned around when I was up at Town. Doesn't mean I was going to see Jeremy.
Right. Well, Jeremy has stated before that that's why his fence sits so far back. One, fans like to drive by and glance at it. And a lot of people use that long driveway for a turnaround. And that's why he put his fence so far back.
I mean, I think I turned around twice. Once I pulled into Jeremy's driveway and backed up, went back to Town. And then when we got ready to leave Otter Creek that day, I literally turned the right across the street from Jeremy's property. I turned in there, backed up, and went back towards Town. So Mama could get her picture.
So that video she showed last night of that vehicle, she was trying to say that was Travis's truck. One, it sits too low to the ground. Two, it wasn't a truck.
What's that?
The video of the vehicle she showed on her stream of it driving past, they were trying to claim that was Travis's truck. But one, that vehicle sat very low to the ground, and it was a very small vehicle. It wasn't even close to being a truck.
Well, they had 3 vehicles. From what was sent to me, the first one that went by, you could tell was some kind of truck. I don't know what kind of truck because it was too blurry. The second one that drove by was still a truck, but it was smaller than the first one. And then the third one that drove by, the one they claimed that pulled over and took the signs out of the ground. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's the second one. The third one they're trying to say was George. And George just stopped, looked, and then went into the driveway. I couldn't tell what any 3 of the vehicles were. And that's not me just taking up for Jeremy. That's me honestly saying I could not tell 100% whose vehicles they were. I mean, you got shitty cameras. They're Wi-Fi cameras. I have the same kind of cameras on my property. I mean, when a vehicle is going by like that, it's just a blur. You can't hardly see it.
You know what, Cynthia? It would be funny as hell if that post was found on Lynette's property somewhere.
That would be funny.
No, it didn't show anyone taking anything. It just showed a vehicle pulled over.
Well, the second vehicle, you could literally, if you watched close enough, you could literally see the person open the door, get out of the vehicle, and walked back and forth to the vehicles a couple of times. But you couldn't see anyone clear enough. You couldn't tell if it was a man, woman, child. You couldn't tell nothing.
But did they have anything in their hands?
You couldn't tell. It was too far away. You couldn't tell nothing. All you saw was a figure move from where the poles were back to the truck just a couple of times. You could not even tell if there was something in their hands. You couldn't tell nothing. For all we know, it could have been a cop looking at these new signs, seeing it in the ground. That's how unlegible all of that was. So their proof is speculation and garbage. Mm-hmm. They can sit there and say that they have all the proof they want. They don't. They don't have shit.
Well, if they had proof, they can't do nothing about it. It's his property.
Exactly. And just like the police said, absolutely nothing they can do. You cannot tell from the video who it was, what kind of vehicle it was. You cannot tell. But that's here nor there. Police done told them nothing we can do. So denied. Oh, and let's talk about the money. This was sent to me too. Apparently, I said that they're rolling in dough with $250,000. That's not what was said. What was said was there was a supporter of Jeremy's that has been adding up all of the donations, all of the super chats, and all of the Amazon shit. And the supporter said that their calculation was around $250,000. All I said was, you better be using that money to find a lawyer. I don't know if they got it or not, but I will. I told Georgie this earlier. I will tell you right now, I commend them. I actually commend them. They are smart when it comes to fleecing their fools out of their hard-earned money. I mean, anybody that can sit there and whine and cry and get someone to donate and then not have transparency of where that money's going, you got to pat them on the back. Okay, you got to pat them on the back for making that money. I'm done.
You're good.
But I don't.
Timing out.
I mean, they found their grift. They found their way to make money. I am 100%. Go get them, guys. Go get them. Take as much money as you can get out of those fools, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're going to have to answer all them questions, not me. So I don't know how much money they've got. I do know it's a lot. Are they rich? I have no freaking clue. But there you go, Miss Lisa Lee. I never said you were rich, okay? I just pointed out what other people pointed out. So you take it as you leave it. And I'm done. I'm off my soapbox.
Coop's feeling special because he finally got called, shouted out by the fleas.
I ain't feeling special. I don't talk about them fuckers page. You know, I usually don't support them. I don't have any use for them. I don't comment on their shit. I don't put nothing on my channel that gives them any kind of notoriety whatsoever. They can do as they please, just like me and Georgie are going to do as we please.
Yeah, because we have that right. I find it absolutely hilarious that she said you and I have the most annoying voices on YouTube. Has she heard her own
voice? Coming from her? Yeah, okay. When's the last time you guys ever heard me go?
That part.
Damn it, Georgie. It came to my nose. Go ahead, girl. I'm shutting up.
Are you serious, Chucky? I swear they will speculate and make up anything they can to make money. Hi, Hippie Witch. If anyone just coming in missed us reading the orders from the judge, you can go back a little bit and you'll hear it. But to sum it all up, Brucey got 2 new denials this morning. It is a good hump day.
I'll even help you. If you go back to 40.49 is when we pull up the documents. We start reading them, or Georgie starts reading them shortly after that.
Exactly, Al. Yeah, I find it funny that in Travis's live, he showed Lynette and Mimi stalking his truck and taking pictures of his truck. And then he asked him, "Did you get what you needed?" I love Travis. I love him.
I mean, if I were in their shoes, I'd be worrying about who this super mole is. I'd really be worrying about that. What's the only person that's talked a crap ton of garbage and is not on the lawsuit? So I'd be worrying about that. I wouldn't be worrying about Coop and Georgie's voices. I'd be worried about who's sitting in my camp taking notes.
That part. I still think it's Tori. Because I find it awful convenient that she's not been mentioned in either the motion nor the new federal suit.
Right on.
But who knows? We'll find out at the end of all of this. I'm sure. I'm sure Jeremy will let us know at the end of it all.
Oh, and here's another clip that was sent to me. Lisa is literally mocking Megan's hair. Got nothing else important to say, but she's mocking Megan's hair.
Jealous much?
Yeah, I mean, I could understand her trying to rebut what Megan says, but to sit there and mock her hair, I mean, are you that petty?
She has
Okay,
nothing better to come up with.
well, at least Megan takes care of herself. I mean, I've never seen her looking like a rat on, she doesn't, she uses an avatar, but you can actually see her on her live streams, and she's always well kept, in my opinion. Oh, heroes, thank you, but thank you so much. Welcome to all the new members that received memberships. Oh my goodness. It's just, girl, they're rocking on your side. You know that, right? Where'd you go?
What? Huh?
They're rocking on your side. You got 130 watching.
Holy crap. Hi, everybody.
Yeah. For all you guys sitting out there in Cyberland, go ahead, hit that like button on both Georgie's stream and my stream. It helps YouTube throw us out into the interwebs.
So, for the record, by the end of the night tonight, my hair will be black and blue for the trip.
Why
I don't go purple.
Why are you putting artificial colors in your hair? Huh?
Well, I had already had artificial color in my hair, and it has faded out. All the grays are coming in at the roots, and I ain't trying to look like a homeless person going to Florida. I want to look pretty on my vacation.
Well, you do you, boo.
Dennis said he still has my music in his head. Listen, chat, I expect every single one of y'all to go show Coop the exact same love you're showing me, because without Coop, I would not be where I am.
No, I love it. I love it. You got 144 sitting over there being entertained by what we do. It's just, it's totally amazing. I mean, I have no complaints. We're doing what we set out to do. Have fun, talk about something that interests us, and that's what we're doing. You know what I mean?
And
Jelly bean?
between you and Skipper and I, we have made things happen for a couple people since the three of us have been working together.
Yeah, buddy. We worked hard to try and help as many people as we can.
Those who missed it about the announcement with Mr. Tim, we had a precious angel show up to his home the other day and gift him a brand spanking new jazzy electric scooter. So he is now able to get around freely. And now we just have to get the funds together to help build his ramp, his wheelchair ramp.
Yep, buddy.
But God is good.
Thank you, Lisa, for stopping by and seeing me and the Georgie girl. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Anyway, I'm done. Yep. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I haven't posted Mr. Tim's link today. Here I am ignoring. We just had so much good stuff happen today. I'll put it on my side and your side so you can pin it on your side. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
You're talking about, I already have Tim's thing pinned on my side.
Oh, do you? All right.
Yes. And I want to check and see where we have the Huffs at. Because my goal is to get them to 1,000.
Yes, most definitely, guys. They are so close, and their channel is a lot like Madam Mare's channel.
Yes,
they do a lot of the same stuff that Madam Mare and Brett do. So
they are at 912.
Hey,
which
they're
is
creeping. That's another 5 from yesterday. I'm going to get
They
the
are
link right now.
88 away from 1,000. And Mr. Larry is a military veteran. He is a retired Black Hawk pilot.
Yes.
They travel all over doing their adventures, kind of like Brett and Therese do. They are the most kind-hearted, loving people. So sweet.
Yes, they are.
So, if any of my people that are watching in my chat right now, please go subscribe to Mr. Larry and Miss Saucy and let them know that Coop and I sent you. Give them all the love. They deserve it. They deserve it more than I do.
Well, look at you go, Daniel. Rocket boy, rocket. Look at you go. 270 subscribers. Daniel is on the move. But yes, Mr. and Mrs. Larry, if you guys are not subscribed to him, he's just started a new stream. He's got one of those bird cams. It's like a bird feeder. It's got a camera on it. He's been streaming that throughout the day. That's pretty fun to watch. So,
Bye. Turn it down.
if you guys have a chance, pull up his bird stream and just let it play in the background. Help him get those watch hours up there. George, you beat me to everything today. My mind
Well,
is
I've seen Larry in the chat, and I was like, well, let me give him a shout out. You said I have how many on my side watching?
you have 140.
128. 140. Okay, so
140.
everybody that is in my chat on my side, Tim, let me have the Huffs link. I want every single one of y'all to go over and subscribe to Mr. Larry. And let's support our veterans.
There you go. I just put it on your side. And I put it on my side again. And I just put it in Rumble. So, ooh, I got to remember to do that. I keep forgetting to hit the like button. Here I am telling everybody, hit that like button, and I ain't even doing it myself. Wow. My God, Georgie, 2 denieds in less than an hour apart.
Less than 30 minutes apart. They hit right there at the same time.
Wow.
Back to back.
Is Miss Carol still hanging out in the chat? Oh,
Yes.
And that's another thing too. Let me find it.
No, Elfie.
Okay, guys.
Wilburn Family Vlogs is me. I'm Wilburn Family Vlogs. I'm Georgie. By the way, for those saying that I have different names, I have 2 names. My government name and Georgie is my nickname, which was given to me by my dad. Do y'all remember the cartoon where the little guy's like, I'm going to hug him and love him and call him George? I can't remember what that cartoon was called, but I think it was the
Curious
bear.
George. Curious
No.
George the monkey. You're too young to remember Curious George.
No, I remember Curious George.
I
And he
carried
has
one
a
of those monkeys. I carried one of those monkeys around until I was about 13 years old, and then it just disappeared one day. And I think my mama took it.
Okay, so that's where my nickname came from. And my dad, he started calling me George when I was little, and then when I got a little bit older, he started calling me Georgie Porgy. That song, Georgie Port. No, it was a poem. Georgie Porgy Puddin' Pie. That's what he started calling me.
Right on, Sharon. There probably will be more. It was cool that it dropped while we were live. Oh,
Love
and
him, squeeze him, and call him George. Yes, Miss Karen.
any of you guys on Facebook that want to be in a group that is no nonsense and they literally allow free speech without all the hate, I just posted the link to Otter Creek, Florida, Shadier Uncensored. That is an
Shadier
awesome
bunch,
group.
uncensored.
Right. Uncensored. That is an awesome group to where everybody, from what I've seen so far, gets along in there fantastic. So if you're looking for a good group that talks a lot about the Jeremy Hill stuff, that is a good group to go join.
Yes, Miss Lisa, Tiny Toons.
Danny
Kissed the boys and made them cry. Yes, Miss Karen. So yeah, it's not that I have an alt name. That's my nickname from childhood, and it has stuck.
I mean, you realize how easy it is to research something somebody in the chat says. Like say for instance, Bingo said the sky is purple. All we got to do is open the door and look outside and see that it's blue. So
yeah.
Why can't Lisa Glady research what she's talking about before she says anything?
Your guess is as good as mine. Or it's so easy to Google stuff that your chat says. It is so easy to be able to debunk your chat.
I'll run over there and take a look right now, Iron Man.
There was something else I was going to say. Oh, and the channel name, Wilburn, that's my husband's name. Had I have took my husband's name when we got married, that would be my last name. But I kept my maiden name. And I thank God every day that I did keep my maiden name because that's all I got left of my dad is his name. So, yeah. People should really think before they speak.
Well, Iron Man, where did you send this picture of a skunk?
Robert. It's not a picture of a skunk. It's a screenshot of Stupid's chat where Lynette's talking about smoking weed.
Oh, you mean yesterday? Yes, I got it and we showed it yesterday on our stream. That was the one that was in black. The last one we shared. Yes, I did get it and we did share it. And we had a nice little laugh about it.
Mr. Tim said he just finished up chemo and now he's got to get tests done to see if it's worked.
Oh.
We are praying for you every day, Mr. Tim. I know, hippie witch, but I just like correcting the stupidness that comes out of people's mouths. It's laughable. And then, someone doesn't want to do research on me because I'm irrelevant. No, that's because you don't have nothing on me. I have a clean record. Never been arrested. Never even had a speeding ticket. Sorry.
Whoever sent me the photos of the memorial, I appreciate it. We're not going to show it because I don't want to take any chance of getting struck because these were put up on their channel. So trust me when I say there are photos, and if anyone wants to see them, they can easily go to the hate group, and they're all over the hate group. They've got pictures all over the place showing them in the ground, the empty holes where they're pulled out of the ground. So I hope you understand the reason why I'm not going to show them.
Well, what is that they always try to use as an excuse when they steal Jeremy stuff?
Oh, fair use?
Yeah, fair use. And in our defense, if someone screenshotted it and sent it to us, they can't. because it's at that point it's third party because someone who was watching screenshotted it, and it makes it the person who screenshotted it, it makes it their property at that point.
I understand completely. Okay, about the fair use stuff, but we're talking about people that sit there and they copyright other channels and then cry when they get their own channels copyrighted. So I don't even want to get into that game. I don't give them any excuse. Makes sense, Georgie? They'll preach fair use and then they'll go copyright strike somebody.
Yeah.
So I just don't give them any excuse to mess with me or you.
Wait, what, Miss Lisa? Oh, sorry. You're talking about what I said about people saying they don't want to do research on me because I'm irrelevant. No, they said I'm irrelevant because they couldn't find anything on my background.
Hey,
you know, almost right. I've been open with our chat from day one. I have nothing to hide. I've always been that type of person. I will tell you about myself in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, you just got to ask me. I mean, I don't care what people know about me. Yeah, I've got an ex-wife out there. I've got 2 beautiful kids that I love very much that aren't very happy with me, which that's okay. I'm 57 years old. I've had a lot of stuff happen in my lifetime. Am I embarrassed of any of it? Hell no. It's all been a learning experience along the way. So anybody wants to dig up on me, go right ahead.
It took me a minute to understand what Miss Lisa said, y'all, but I understood it after I calculated it a minute. She's saying that if they're saying I'm irrelevant, why are they even talking about me?
Exactly.
And she's right. Like, if I'm so irrelevant, why are you so obsessed with me? Why are you constantly talking about me or threatening me?
Good morning, Kim. How are you this morning, young lady?
My Kim. I know, I saw that. That was so distasteful and disgusting.
I think Miss Kim gets attacked by them more than anybody in the fake groups, the hate groups. Kim, she stands up for what's right, and I like that about Miss Kim. She doesn't back down. So bring your best foot forward.
Now, Jerry, I'm not saying I'm an innocent angel. I'm saying no. I've never been caught. I was a very wild teenager.
No one is an angel. I mean, we all have demons in our closet. I mean, nobody is perfect. Nobody.
Exactly. I did some very messed up things as a teenager and as a young adult. But I repented my sins and I changed who I was for the better.
I've got my wife and my friends that know who I am. And so anybody's opinion of me out there means absolutely nothing. You don't live in my house. So now, Georgie and Mikey, yeah, their opinions mean something to me because I consider them both friends.
I consider you more than a friend, but that's neither here nor there.
Now, you better clarify some of the jealous people out there. Don't be saying, "Oh, are y'all doing something nasty behind the scenes?" Oh no, as
many times as I've said it, it should be very clear. Coop is like a father figure to me. Now, what did you do to him?
I knew it was just a matter of time before the monster showed up. Get him, tiny man, get him. I have one love of my life, and she's married to me right now, and she's put up with my shit for over 20 years now. So Oh, he's throwing a fit when Georgie goes silent. The monster man is on
Well,
a mission.
I don't want to bust people's eardrums. It's bad
I
enough
got,
mine has to bleed.
oh, they understand. They understand. That's all right. We know you'll be listening in the background, Max. Have a. I hope your doctor stuff comes out pretty good there, bud.
Exactly, Dennis. I'm the same way. I've never denied what I went through with my husband when we were younger. I mean, it's actually our last separation was only, good God, it's only been 2 years. We were separated for 3 weeks. We actually filed divorce papers. We were ready to say F it and end it all. And him and I both were seeing other people when we were separated, but we came back together on his birthday 2 years ago, and we've been attached at the hip ever since. When we choose to remove the people who are causing negativity to our relationship from our lives, our marriage got 1,000% better. He's my best friend. He's whose shoulder I cry on. He's who I lean on. I know I drive him crazy, but when I chose to finally, like, I broke down about 2 months after him and I got back together, and I was like, I can't take it no more. I need help. I need therapy. Well, we got my insurance, and I've been in therapy. I got my medication, I got my diagnosis, and I'm a completely new person. It's admitting that you have issues and moving in the right direction to make yourself better. That is the best step.
Yes, Miss Dangerous Waves, DW. You go back about an hour, and yes, we got two sets of documents today. And Georgie was kind enough to read them, and you can pretty much guess what the outcome was. Denied. Oh yeah. It's just
Yeah.
that silence. My head's kind of. I
It's
get
nice to
focused
take a
on the
breath.
chat. Yeah, we just take a breath. Yeah, yeah. Throw up one of your songs. We'll take a breath. Because we
But
got oh shit. Today has been flying by. We're already at an hour and a half. Woohoo.
you know what? I don't know. Let me check and see what
I'm
we got the
sorry to
Huffs
hear
at
that,
real quick.
Kim. I'm sorry to hear that.
The Huffs are at 9:14. Come on, chat. Do me and Coop a favor and let's help the Huffs get to 1K. They deserve
Yeah.
it.
If the
Support our
mods
veterans.
don't mind, please go ahead and put those links for the Huffs back out there.
I know Coop's Kooks and the Goon Squad can do better than 2 subs. Come on now.
Yeah, buddy. Did you say that Mr. Larry was a retired Black Hawk pilot?
I did.
Listening to him talk about his time, in the seat of that helicopter, to me is very fascinating because I'm not a pilot. I don't know anything about aircrafts except they fly in the sky. That's it. But listening to him talk about his experiences, that's just pretty cool. I find it fascinating. It might not be everybody's cup of tea, but he does do the RV and stuff, doesn't he?
They go on
Him and his
cruises, they RV, they take flights. They have traveled all over.
oh, let's not forget that they literally have been learning how to play the guitar and the Mandalorian for a year, and
The mandolin.
you should listen to those two play. I mean, for just a little over a year learning, they sit together and they play. It is just, it's unbelievable how far they've come in just a little over a year. So if you like to listen to some good music played live, they do that over there too. Mr. Larry loves the Elvis.
So, if those of you who haven't yet watched my veteran tribute, there'll be several faces in this video that everyone in chat will recognize. Some of them being creators on YouTube.
Oh, look at here. Big Al, 64 pages of bar complaints in Connecticut on old Bubbles.
And has been sanctioned. He's got more coming.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play my tribute, and so me and Coop can take a breath for a second.
Yeah,
Especially
buddy.
after me getting a little deep in conversation.
Oh, you all right, girl? Hey, what's happening, Tim? 41 years. What's wrong, Georgie?
Oh, I didn't want to.
You having a malfunction over there?
I am apparently Let me, I don't know what happened.
Stand up, salute the team, marching with the heart of a warrior, reign supreme. Blood, sweat, tears for the red, white, blue. They gave it all so we live brand new. And I stand tall, never back down. Freedom got a price, but they holding the crown. Through the fire, through the fight, they chase that dream. American veteran reign supreme. They ran through the desert, they sailed through the seas, facing down danger so we live with ease. Boots on the ground, hands on the steel, brave in the battle, they never would kneel. They saw the war, now they fight for the peace, carving out freedom so we never see defeat. Stars on their shoulder, stripes on their sleeve, built for the struggle, they never retreat. From the front lines to the hometown scene, carried that weight, now they kings and queens. Never forget what they lost in the fight, but they stand strong cause they made it right. Stand up, salute the team, marching with the heart of a warrior, reign supreme. Blood, sweat, tears for the red, white, blue. They gave it all so we live brand new. Let us stand tall, never back down. Freedom got a price, but they holding the crown. Through the fire, through the fight, they chase that dream. American veteran reign supreme. They built this home with their sacrifice, laid down their youth, paid the highest price. Now they back in the land that they fought to defend. Still warriors now, never break, never bend. From the VA halls to the neighborhood streets, still stand proud, still bringing the heat. Respect that name, let it echo through time. Legends in the flesh, heroes in their prime. Raise up the flags, let them wave so high. For the ones who stood tall, for the ones who died, for the ones still fighting, keep leading the way. We got your six till our dying day. Proud, stand up, salute the team, marching with the heart of a warrior, reign supreme. Blood, sweat, tears for the red, white, blue. They gave it all so we live brand new. We gotta stand tall, never back down. Freedom got a price, but they holding the crown. Through the fire, through the fight, they chase that dream. American veteran reign so. This land ain't free, it was earned through the fight. So we honor the brave who protect day and night. American veterans still on the scene. Always stand tall, always reign supreme. This land ain't free, it was earned through the fight. So we honor the brave who protect day and night. American veteran, still on the scene. Always stand tall, always reign supreme.
Yeehaw! Very, very nice, Georgie. Very, very nice. She's muted.
Yep.
Now she's back.
Thank you, guys. One of the last photo of that soldier was my grandpa.
I spaced it off. I had more photos, but I had that one where I just got it in there real fast because I didn't have time to dig out the rest of them. But.
Yeah. My husband's grandpa's picture was on there as well, and then Coop sent in a picture. Several of those pictures after Brett's picture was also Brett.
Brett Granger, guys and girls, Madam Mayor's husband.
I had several of Mike, a few of AVA. Yankee Bell sent in pictures. Miss Carol Welch sent in pictures. And at the moment, I can't think of the other names, but those of you in chat know who your people were that was in those pictures.
Oh, did you see where Mr. Tim has been married 41 years?
Congratulations.
That is a testament to time right there, boys and girls. I mean, you don't see very many people married that long anymore. Where in the world did I send that picture to you at?
But I think it was just mine and your pictures or messages. And as you all saw, the very first photo in that slideshow was Uncle Frank.
I don't even have it on my computer, I don't think. Where is it at? Well, now, I can't find it. Huh. I know I sent it to you because you wouldn't have had it if I didn't.
It was between, I think it was just our private messages between you and me.
Was it on Discord? I bet it was.
I don't remember.
Because I can't find it in our picture.
Johnny D said they've been married 47 years. Congratulations. Iron Man's 50 years. Jackie, 40 years.
Now, this is mind-boggling.
Jessica, 50 years.
Wow. You just don't see commitment like that anymore. I mean, what I think back during my first marriage, I think the statistics were back then 50% of marriages ended in divorce. It might be even higher now. I don't know. But I know at the time I was in that 50%.
Why are you naked?
With my first wife. Oh, I sent it in our group chat. That's one thing that I wanted on my computer that I didn't have. Now,
when it gets closer to the 4th, I will put together another memorial for our veterans, and I'll be taking in more pictures closer to July 4th. So,
Well, congratulations to everyone that has a happy and healthy marriage out there. Because I'm sure there are a lot that do not have the happiness they deserve.
Miss Tammy, 37 years. Mercedes and her husband, 21 years.
Miss Palmer's 47 years. I'm hoping I make it that long. Not that Mom and I are having problems. It's just I'm getting old.
Yankee, 30 years.
I've been
We just
married longer than I was ever single.
Isn't that wild?
Yep. I was married to the first evil person for 16 years. And then I was only divorced for about a year. And me and the mama got married. And February was 21 years together. And this May will be 20 years married. It's a long time. I'm shocked that she's put up with me as long as she has.
I always dreamed to have a love like my grandpa and grandma had. And I think we're getting there because they struggled too in their younger years of marriage. They went through similar tribulations that me and Mr. Georgie have gone through. And
Well, it's work. It's a job. It's not easy. You've got to commit. If you don't commit to working things out, it's not going to last. Period.
mm-hmm.
And anybody that says that it's not hard, it's not work, is crazy. Because I mean,
Mm-hmm.
two people are not going to agree on everything all the time.
Exactly.
And you have to figure out a way to cohabitate and get along, whether you can see eye to eye or not. Just my opinion. I think my stepdad told me it's the hardest job you'll ever have, being married.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how much you love the other person, there's always going to be ups and downs.
Yes. And relatives look down on me because I'm so hyper focused on putting my marriage ahead of relatives and our own children, but we were always taught our children are with us until they're 18, 19 years old. We're stuck with our spouse forever. And if you don't fight to make it work, you'll be alone when your kids grow up and move away.
Susan nailed it. Compromise. You got to learn to compromise. Okay. Show. On with the show. What do we got next, Georgie? What are we talking about next?
Johnny, you're right. And we went through that phase where him and I both were very, very jealous in our younger years. But we also made mistakes, and we both cheated in our early years of marriage. Couples therapy is a beautiful creation, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I loved it with my first wife. She was always preaching that couples therapy stuff. I was like, all right, let's go. So we went, and I told her, I said, hey, we're wasting our time. I know what the ladies or the person is going to say to us. And she says, you don't know. Like, okay. So we went in, made our appointment, we scheduled it. Our second appointment, the old lady says, "Well, Miss Cooper, you got some things to work on." She's like, "What? And what about him?" And she said, "Well, I'll get to him in a minute." She said, 90% of your problems in your marriage are you."
Oh shit.
And for a shriek to tell her that after she's the one that wanted to go, I mean, I had my faults, but when the shrink told her that the majority of problems were her fault, that was golden. I said, well, that's why I don't believe in romance novels. If you're married, stay away from them romance novels. Them harlequin romance novels are the devil's tool. Them women get to
Mm-hmm.
reading that shit and believing it's true. It ain't. I'm not Fabio. Okay. I'm never going to be Fabio. She was a junkie for those things. I bet she had 600 of those damn books. It's where you got to distinguish from reality and fiction. That's where she didn't draw the line.
Mm-hmm.
But anywho, yeah,
Exactly, Miss PJ. Both participants of a relationship has to put in 100%. And can't always be 100%, but if you're putting in that 100% and there's a day where you can only put in 80, the spouse can pick up that 20%. It's all about balancing.
well, I think Johnny D's meaning is it's a 50-50. You both got to put in the work. Because in
Yeah.
a marriage there is, two people, so that's 50% of the marriage is one person, 50% is the other. I think he
Hmm.
wasn't meaning 50% work. He was just 50% in the people. I think that makes sense.
No, I agree. A lot of mine and my husband's issues, and we still fight about it to this day, is we get lost being parents and we forget to nurse our relationship, having our time to talk and bond on us because we're so hyper focused with Tiny and the girls.
I think when it comes to marriages that have kids, I think a lot of marriages get better when the kids are grown and gone, because then you can focus on each other a lot better. But
Yes.
until then, man, until then, if you still got kids at home, that can be that's a struggle. That's a struggle. It was for me anyway. I mean, I'm not saying I don't love my kids. I love my kids to death. It's just when you have a family to take care of, your mind and your focus is on taking care of the family unit. So you neglect the time you need to be spending together.
Yeah. We get so lost in our daily chores, our taking care of the kids, that we forget a lot of the times to work on our relationship to stay strong for the kids.
Well, poor Marine, you're not banned here. So unless you
Hi,
get
poor
nasty,
Marine.
you're welcome, brother.
You're welcome here, poor Marine.
We have some good mods that they've got a set rule of thumb they go by, and they go by it.
They stick
Matter
to
of
our
fact,
rules.
I never did hear from Lou today. Is she all right? Did I just miss the conversation this morning in the
I don't.
Discord?
I've not seen her in the server this morning either.
She might be hanging out with her friend and her mom again. So I know she'd be back. I know Spliffy was in here.
There was a comment I missed. Where did it go? Miss Jessica said in the boomer culture, it was a given that the husband goes out and works and the wife does all the rest. The wife has a job too, yet she is still supposed to do everything else the rest of the day. So, yeah, that's how my dad looked at it when me and the hubby first got married. And when I started working, when I went back into the workforce when Kinley was like 2, my dad had a hissy fit. And I had to tell him, Dad, this is my marriage. This is my relationship. It's our choice of how we do things. And there for many years, everything was on my shoulders. But Mr. Georgie and I have become partners. We literally do everything together. Everything. And we work together as a team. If we're not a team and we can't communicate, our marriage is useless.
Oh, yeah. Well, girly girl, we were blessed today with some juicy, juicy stuff. Yes, we
Yeah,
were.
we were.
I like it. I like it. I think we're going to call it for today. I'm getting tired. My head's starting to.
Yeah, my
And
mind's all over the place today.
yes, and I'm sure Max will probably have us hooked up again later on. You know that guy that we take advantage of?
Oh, yeah, we use him. I can't
But
with some of
anyway,
the crap that comes out of people's mouths.
I know it's hilarious. People
It
just
is.
they strive to try and figure out what kind of content to make, and they just make piss poor decisions. But hey, that's their channel, that's their stuff. They can do and say as they please. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna be happy, and we're gonna wallow in the denied.
Exactly, poor Marine. And that's one thing we won't do. We won't tell y'all, hey, just because we're not getting along with such and such doesn't mean our chat. I don't care who y'all watch.
Exactly. Have
Just,
fun.
just as long as the drama stays over there and away from us, I
We're
don't
cool.
care.
Welcome, Bingo. Welcome, welcome. Oh, and we got Miss Crosby in the house. Welcome, welcome,
Hi, Selena.
welcome. But yeah, we've had a good morning. Even though we missed yesterday's, I think today's more than made up for it. What do you think, Georgie?
Oh yeah. Um. Oh, also, Chad, don't forget that Skipper, Coop, and I have our business stream with none other than Jeremy Hales from What the Hell's tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Um,
I'm glad you said something because I forgot all about it.
um, now, we will not be discussing the case or any of the drama coming out of Otter Creek or the fleas, any of that. That will not be discussed, and I would prefer it not be brought up in the chat out of respect of Mr. Hales.
Just
I'm,
if you
I'm sure
guys
y'all
have
would
questions
understand.
about the topic again, which is building wealth, if you have a question about that, feel free to ask it because we'll be more than likely, bringing you guys' questions in eventually. But whatever you guys want to talk amongst yourselves, we're only bringing in questions about wealth, building wealth on the internet or social media, whatever. Right, George?
Right. Poor Marine. The yellow crayons is in a bowl over there somewhere, but you have to share with Skipper. I only keep the yellows because they're his favorite, so sorry.
And I do apologize. There are no mac and cheese colored crayons in there.
No.
No.
Those aren't yellow though. Those are orange. Orangey.
I know.
I only keep the one Skipper likes because he's our Marine.
I'm
Exactly, Jam.
looking for a redirect. Who can we redirect to? Mo's still going. We can send them over to Mo. Everybody else is still upcoming. So I'm going to send my peoples over to Mo.
Well, since we have collected poor Marine and he has become a regular in our chat, we're going to have to start keeping green crayons too.
Yeah,
In the
buddy.
chat for poor Marine too.
All right, guys and guys. Everybody on
Who
my
are we
side.
sending them to?
I'm sending mine to Mo. Mo in the Deep. She's talking about some case over there. So I'm going to send everybody
Is
over
she
to
the
her.
only one?
Yeah, she's the only. Well, you got Orphan Kitties is up and the Freedom Flock are up, but nobody else. Everybody else is upcoming. So
Alrighty.
I figured I'd just send everybody to Mo because we know people like to chat. So let's let them chat. That's what I'm doing.
Well, I gotta set it up.
Well, you just set it up. Set it up. Yes, set it up. And I do apologize to the chat that Georgie and I have the most annoying voices on YouTube. We try our
voices.
voices. We try, but sometimes we just don't please everybody.
The Huffs are up 917. Come on, chat. We can do better.
Yes, we are going to send everybody over to see Miss Mo in the Deep. So when you guys get over there, please hit that like button and tell her Coop and Georgie sent you.
We know there's another denial. We got it first, and we broke the news this morning. And there's actually two denials. Back to back, less than 10 minutes.
So you guys can scroll back about an hour, a little over, about an hour and a half, and catch it on replay if you want. Georgie and I are just two friends hanging out, giving our opinion on paperwork. We don't claim to be experts in shit.
We got lucky and didn't have to do an extra stream. We may still have to.
We still have to. He's old Judge Dreamy. He's catching up on that vacation time.
You can tell that he's just fed up and over it.
Yeah, buddy.
So with that being said, chat, I reminded y'all we have our stream at 8 p.m. Eastern with Skipper and Mr. Coop and Mr. Hales, our VIP of the night. And we'll see y'all there tonight. And we are on every morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, which will probably be a little earlier than normal next week because I'll have stuff to do in the mornings next week while we are in Panama. So, what about an hour earlier than usual, Coop? Are you good with that?
Well, I'm cool.
Oh, Cynthia. So me and Coop were trying to talk on Restream, and I was trying to get the link so he could come in, and I accidentally hit go live when I was trying to get the link, so I had to end it really quick. I had one of those moments.
Restream is a good outlet to talk to people through. I mean,
yeah.
It's better than a phone call because you can literally talk and show stuff and brainstorm ideas and all kinds of city stuff.
Yes, poor Marine. Panama City Beach. I will be headed there Sunday morning. By 5 p.m. Sunday evening, I will be in the sand. Well, my toes will be in the sand.
So go ahead and give them your spiel, and we're going to get out of here.
All right, guys, remember, you are one of a kind and never let anyone dim your light. We'll see you tonight. Bye, guys.
Chat, you guys have been amazing as always. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me and Georgie today. It's been a pleasure. And with all that said, boom, Coop says, Coop out.
It's that time again, my friends. Time to part till next we see. Gonna sail on different winds, but your heart stays close, my friend.
Distant roads may pull us apart, but our memories never die. Underneath the same bright sky, we'll be together by and by. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've weaved, every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare.
Through the seasons we may roam, chasing dreams on a dirt road home. Every memory of our time reminds us that life's so fine.
Through the seasons we may roam, chasing dreams on a dirt road home. Every memory of our time reminds us that life's so fine. Farewell is not forever, just a pause along the road. Our connection we won't sever, it's a bond that can't unfold. Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've weaved, every moment that we share is a treasure we can't spare.
Until we meet again, my friends, in the stories that we've weaved, every moment that we share
Is a treasure we can't spare.